Welcome to Astana Times Now. I'm your host Amir Haidar. In this broadcast, we'll look at the explosion at an ammunition depot in Turkestan region, powdered camel milk exports to China, and the Astana Opera's premiere of Giselle. Let's get started. At least 3 people were killed and 70 injured June 24 by an explosion at an ammunition depot on a military base in southern Kazakhstan. Authorities have not yet determined the cause, and 44,000 people from the nearby town of Aris were evacuated as a precaution.
Early reports suggest the fire caused a massive explosion at the ammunition depot. The blast wave shattered glass windows and sent projectiles flying through the air. The flying debris damaged nearby private property and ignited additional fires in the area. More than 1,200 first responders and 1,800 military personnel, including 9 explosive units, were mobilized to Aris. Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev also visited the town to direct emergency response efforts and express condolences to the families of the killed and injured. Humanitarian aid and support have also poured in from across Kazakhstan. There was no word at the time of this report when residents would be able to return to their homes.
Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev's first foreign visits after winning the June 9 presidential election were to the June 14 Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Bishkek and the June 15 Conference on Interaction and Confidence-Building Measures in Asia Summit in Dushanbe.
Tokayev urged summit participants in Bishkek to increase dialogue between SCO member states. He also urged increased cooperation with key Eurasian organizations such as the Eurasian Economic Union and European Union. Tokayev noted the importance of cooperation in combating terrorism, cybersecurity, climate change, and environmental protection. At the meeting in Dushanbe, Tokayev said the idea to hold a conference on interaction and confidence-building measures in Asia, proposed in 1992 by former Kazakh President Nursultan Nazarbayev, facilitated increased cooperation on the continent. Tokayev also urged CICA to increase cooperation between member states and to develop systematic measures to combat international terrorism and ensure constructive dialogue to resolving disputes. The Kazakh president also reaffirmed Kazakhstan's readiness to cooperate within the organization.
Kazakh government representatives, leading international companies and experts gathered recently in the Kazakh capital for the 10th annual Astana Mining and Metallurgy Congress. The gathering explored digitization and investment opportunities in the mining and metallurgy industry.
The forum gathered 700 delegates from 21 countries. Participants shared best production practices, discussed depletion of mineral resources, and examined investment attraction and legal regulation under the 2017 Code on Subsoil and Subsoil Use adopted in Kazakhstan.
With the adoption of the new Subsoil Use Code, international investors became much more interested in investing in geological exploration in our country. We see that the largest geological companies from Turkey, the UAE, the United States, and Australia are licensed to work in Kazakhstan. We have met with them, discussed and advised them on procedures to obtain a license and carry out explorations in Kazakhstan. Kazakh powdered camel milk, wool, and horse milk recently obtained Chinese veterinary certificates, and Kazakh producers of powdered camel milk are ready to start exporting to the Chinese market.
The powdered camel milk plant is located in the Turkestan region and is the first of its kind in Kazakhstan. It is a joint venture between Kazakhstan and China and part of the broader Belt and Road Initiative. 95% of our product will be exported to China. Nowadays, the market of China is a very big market for us and there is strong demand for camel milk in China. Many believe camel milk boosts the immune system, helps prevent anemia, and helps manage diabetes. The maximum production capacity of the plant is 100 tons per day. Local farmers supply the plant with raw milk, which goes through rigorous quality control at all production stages. When milk arrives at the factory, we take a sample of the milk and examine different indicators like the percentage of protein, fat, and the acidity of the contents. After that, when the milk meets the standard, we notify the workshop to start processing the milk.
Astana Opera continues to present world-class ballets and operas to the residents of Kazakh capital. Most recently, the ballet company presented Giselle, one of the greatest classical ballets.
Choreographed by Astana Opera's artistic director Altinay Asamuatova, Giselle tells the tragic tale of love, betrayal, madness, and supernatural spirits. Giselle's love has an immense power and is capable of fighting off death. Astana Opera's principal dancer Agirim Beketaeva performed Giselle's part, and her unique sense of style, artistic and dancing skills mesmerized the audience.
Я старалась не смотреть, но так как мы...
I tried not to watch videos of other people who performed Giselle in the past, but we are all familiar with this ballad from a young age. Altinay Salmuatova encouraged us to develop our own vision and put our hearts and souls into the performance.
Thank you for watching Astana Times Now. Stay tuned and we'll see you next week with the latest in Kazakh news.